Well, good morning. This is Plant Smart Living with Farmer Fred. Really glad you could join me today down here alongside my creek. Well, here in Pennsylvania today, it's a cold, windy day. So up at my garden, it's pretty windy, which causes some audio problems. And so down here at the bottom end of my pond, I have this creek. If you've watched some of my nature videos, my camera blind is right behind me. Well, today's video is titled, "A Big Thank You to Veg World magazine." So thanks for joining me today down here at the creek. So what is Veg World magazine? Well, Veg World magazine is an online resource and interactive electronic magazine dedicated to inspiring, educating, and informing people about the plant-based lifestyle. And so they have a May-June issue, and it's on growth. And in that magazine, it's about organic gardening, veganic gardening, sustainable energy, rooftop farming, etc. And so it's a real privilege and honor for us to be featured in that magazine. And so we wrote an article titled "The Art of Rebuilding." And so I just wanted to take a few minutes and share what my story was in the article in the magazine. And so my story began back in 1984 when I purchased a Christmas tree farm here in Pennsylvania. I've been a contractor for over 40 years, but it's been my lifelong dream to always own a property where I can raise children, have a pond, and raise farm animals, and just be in nature. So back in 1984, after a lot of research, I built our house, and I also built a pond and some outbuildings, and we decided to raise some pigs and goats and chickens and for food for our family. I also enjoyed hunting deer on my property, and so it was approximately about a 10-year period that I was able to build those things here on the land. So in 1994, 10 years approximately after we purchased our house, it was in the January of 1994, there was a lot of ice storms. And so what happened, it caused a power surge to come inside the house we had built. It was pretty devastating. And it caused the roof to burn off, and then the firemen, between their all the water damage and all, we eventually had to bulldoze down the house. And with all the ice storms we had, it took a while for the insurance company to come out, and even took quite a while just to get everything settled with the insurance. But after a year or so, we had the new house built after doing a lot of online research on what type of new house to build. But I followed the standard American diet, as most people did, and during those years, as they say, you can outrun your bad habits for a while, but sooner or later, they're going to catch up with you. And so my health problems really started to mount up. So I had to go to the doctors for a visit, and they discovered that I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol. I was experiencing some chest pains at that time. I had a lot of joint pain, a lot of seasonal allergies I was experiencing. And also the doctors had discovered that I had the arteries of an 80-year-old after doing some tests. And because the doctors are just trained in procedures and medications, they immediately wanted to put me on medications for my health problems. But as a contractor for 40 years, I troubleshooted a lot of problems. And intuitively, I just knew that taking medications was not the right way to go, because they were just treating the symptom and not the cause. It was similar to putting a Band-Aid on a festering wound. And so what I did is I decided to take control of my own health, and from what I knew at the time, I just started to drink low-fat milk and eat some of the low-fat chicken and meats, cut out junk food. But I was not experiencing the results that I wanted, and so I decided to do some thorough online research. And as I was doing that, I discovered John McDougall. And he spoke about following a starch-based lifestyle, a plant-based lifestyle. On his website, I was inspired by some of their success stories of people that followed this type of lifestyle, and they were able to prevent and reverse many of their chronic conditions. And so, my wife and I, after doing some more research, we decided to watch Forks Over Knives, and that really opened our eyes to about what true health is, and how the medical system, the pharmaceutical system, they're only designed to treat the symptom and not the cause, and they're, of course, profit-driven businesses, and so they make a lot of profit off of treating the symptom and not the cause. So I was around 57 years old when I reached a point in my life where I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired. I had some grandchildren at that point, and I was just so overweight, it was even hard for me to do a lot of contracting work and get down on the floor to play with my grandchildren. And so my wife and I did decide to adopt this plant-based lifestyle, and I have to tell you that the health benefits have just been amazing. I had also been gardening here on my property, here on my 10 acres in Harleysville, and my vegetable garden was just average sized vegetable garden. It's something I've always enjoyed doing my whole life, just experiencing the miracle of planting your own food in your garden. And one of the benefits of following this type of lifestyle is I have restored energy. I always tell people I feel like I've adopted a set of wings because I have so much energy. I have the energy like I had when I was in my 20s. So anyhow, I just decided to enlarge my garden, because my vegetables was becoming my fuel source for healthy living. And so with over 40 years of contracting experiencing, and I also been gardening for like 25 years, I had all this knowledge built up, bottled up. And my son-in-law, he just loves doing things online, he encouraged me to think about starting a YouTube channel. And there I was able to create a platform where I could teach others about gardening and also how they can reclaim and restore their health by adopting a whole food, plant-based, vegan lifestyle. And so I was really excited to be able to have this channel to teach and inspire others to grow their own food and also to adopt this type of lifestyle. The one nice thing about gardening too is that you're able to control the quality of food. You know that it's organic, veganic gardening. And now here in our gardens here at PlantSmartLiving, I've gotten away from using horse manure, cow manure, pig manure, chicken manure, blood meal, bone meal. And so I'm totally veganic gardening here, where I use composted leaf mulch amended with topsoil. I use alfalfa pellets and soy meal as a slow release organic fertilizer, and I also grow a lot of my vegetables in low tunnel hoop houses. As a nation, as a people, we've really become disconnected from growing our own food. We have grocery stores almost on every corner, and it is the land that nourishes us and sustains us. And by growing our own food, we get to experience the miracle of growth. Think of a little teeny tiny seed. It's the embryo of a new plant. It's in its dormant stage, so it needs to be planted in the soil where it receives moisture and then the warmth of the sun. And it's just going to grow and mature into a plant and vegetable that's just going to produce massive amounts of food for us. And we know that it's fresh and organic food. Gardening brings us back to our roots, to the earth itself. And so it's just wonderful to be able to go out there and plant these organic vegetables and knowing they're going to grow and produce food for us that's very economical. You can really get a bang for your buck. And so this is our 4th season here at Plant Smart Living. And so far the videos I've done have really been focused on beginner gardeners. If you're someone who's following a plant-based lifestyle, growing your own food really enhances this type of lifestyle. And so my hope is to help everyone find their inner farmer and to share with them the message that gardening can be something that's simple and easy to do no matter what your level experience is. You can grow your vegetables even on your back patio or deck or your balcony, something really easy to place to sort your vegetables. And so I just want to thank you for joining me today down here at the creek. If you have any questions or comments about this video, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. And again, you can also visit us at Plant Smart Living on YouTube channel, and also we have a website, PlantSmartLiving.com, and there you can learn more about gardening and also how you can reclaim your health by adopting a whole food, plant-based lifestyle. Well, anyhow, I hope you have a wonderful day today. So until next time, this is Plant Smart Living with Farmer Fred.